So the match is underway here. We've got Carl Hansen serving here with a nice little serve. Great drop shot. It's hard. We're playing low. We're playing very deep at the moment, and Carl gave up the serve there, which would be very disappointing at his point here because the warm-up did look great. With the hands coming out one side, Carl is owning that one side of the track and he'll be very happy with that one, using his big body and strength to block out the opponent. A double hit there off the wall, and I feel like we're going to have very quick rallies here. A lot of low balls, a lot of short, and the players do want to play from the back of the course at this stage. Off the back wall there, very nice shot that one, yeah, to keep it low with a little bit of top spin to keep it down. As you can see by the way that he's bouncing it there, it's fantastic. I don't know this player's name, but I'm going to just call him Trevor for the match. Wasn't too thrilled with that. Definitely with a couple of points that he had early up his sleeve. That was quite disappointing. Lobs it up high, which left Carl open to an easy shot. He bloody butchered it. He sure did there. But he's holding composure. Here we go. Back into the serve here. I believe we're about 3-all at the moment. And we're again playing low. Carl gives a nice long shot. And we're working around the court. Great return there by Trevor. And we're still working down here again. We got low. And we've actually got one of our first rallies of the match here. And again, oh, look at this. This is a fantastic rally here, boys and girls. Working down the one side and just a little bit low there by Trevor. Carl's just asking for a little bit of advice from his teammates. Playing high now, which is against what he was doing at the start of the rally, and that did hit the framework at the top there, and the players saw it too. Good call by all. Carl hits hard deeper in the court, as well as Trevor. Well, he's gone for the drop shot. Carl works, but obviously his fitness is just a little bit under at the moment. Keeping in mind, the gentleman is around 6'3" tall, and that's not meters, that's definitely feet. So getting down those short shots is a little bit more difficult for someone at that height. So Trevor will definitely utilise that for the match. Use his short speed and his strength also. We're working at the back of the court here. We're with a couple of backhands on both parts, and Carl again butchered the forehand. A few runs up his sleeve though, and one would think Carl would come home strong later in the match. For a short volley there, Carl's moving in close to the wall, and look at that, that was fantastic. Really caught him unaware there and almost tricked him, I'd say. Got a couple of shots here where, I'm not 100% sure who won that point because it was bloody close. So here we are, we're 3.5 minutes into this match, and I've ran out of things to say, so we'll work on my commentary going forward. Oh, look at that, that was a great smash there by Carl. We're very happy with that. Moving back over into the right-hand service box now, where we're going deep, and Trevor does like to really put it down the backhand. I think a little bit of short rallies and that sort of thing is going to show who is the fitter out of the two gentlemen here this evening. A great drop shot there by Trevor. You've got to be happy with that one for sure. This one may go to the 5 sets, ladies and gentlemen. This could be a great one. We'll tune back in very shortly. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the third game here at the Daisy Hill Squash Court. We have Carl Hansen up 2 games to 0 at the moment. And if you missed that second game, Carl got up 11-3, I want to say. No, the fans aren't too sure either. No, somewhere around that anyway, so. Move here, I feel like this is going to be a game of fitness at the moment, with Carl doing a lot of running in the mornings to keep his fitness up. But one must say, it does look like he's gassing up, or that could just be just got a little bit cheeky down there. Is he getting ahead of himself here? Is he baiting the opposition where really he should just be closing out the game? Frustration is starting to come into play here with Carl Hansen. Coming with the serve here. A high lob with an easy finish there. One may think this match may end in a not so distant future. Both players are a little bit out of their feet at the moment, especially Trevor seems to be struggling. It was very hard early with his strength and agility, but there is not a lot of movement on the court now, whereas Carl is really starting to creep forward of that centre line, which is very crucial at this point. As we all know in the game of squash, you start playing in the back court all the time, that makes it bloody hard to move down to get those volleys. There we go, Carl again looking towards the back court here, but you can almost get a small drop shot coming up very shortly. Use his body well there to get Trevor out of the way. So this is a rally that we've seen since the first. Just a little bit of a lapse there in combat. Lost my train of thought there because people are now watching me commentate. What's the score? Bugger. What's the score? 5-6, I think I hear. Enjoying putting the ball deep early. I think the score is somewhere around 7-5 or something like that. But a fantastic shot there by Trevor. Putting the ball nice and wide and making Carl really race for that one. And as we know, with his height, it's hard to really get low and wide, but that was a bloody fantastic shot there. Used his body again to block the shot. If that's legal, I'm not 100% sure, but it's a great tactic. You can see by the smile on the kid's face now that he's pretty content with where he's at. He's moving nicely, he sends it wide, that's a good smash by Trevor. We're working at the back of the court there, and I'm not sure why we just gave up on that, but it happened. Trevor goes wide again with not doing the lob like he's been doing lately. That's a fantastic. Oh, off the back wall! There you go. We haven't seen that for a little bit, and he'll go short there. We're working down the back of the court, and that was fantastic. Great rally that one to start to end off the third game here. It's possibly match point at the moment, but no. Can't own this one here. A little bit of time wasting here, just get the breath back, which is fine considering there's a fair chance. Oh, just off the blue trim there. 9-10 we have here. So can Trevor actually bite back here and bring this to a fourth set? He does have a little bit more of a leg there in the steps now. And in the old terms of tennis, we'll call that deuce. Deuce we're coming up to here. The change of strategy there by Trevor not lobbing him for the serve and going a little bit harder seems to be working for him at the moment. Goes for a drop shot. Carl goes deep and wide. Oh, look at that. Comes up and fantastic shot there. Bit of a breather for both players here. We go nice and wide and a little bit deep. That's fantastic by Trevor. He's good with the triple shots off the wall. And the fake off, there it is. We're back to 11 all here, as we know is deuce. We're nice and short here. Carl again uses the body fantastically to block the line. If this was a game of cricket, the bowler did that against the batsman, there'd be a lot of unhappy supporters, but in squash, as we know, you can do whatever the hell you want. So Carl going for match point here, sends it deep and low, but we're back to deuce again. How much battery I have on my phone? Bugger if I know, but we'll stick around to the end of this, or at least the end of this game. So Trevor has just a nice little go. One senses that both players are content on this match, that we're just kicking the can down the road a little bit here. Nice, and that one, oh, jeez. Almost had a fall through northeast stairs and glass out of that one because that was almost a shatter. Go short again. Oh, and Trevor used the body well there. I was able to get there. We're out to 14 on. What a fantastic turnout we have this evening. We've got people come. Oh. So recap of the situation we have at the moment. We have Carl up 2 games to 1. Trevor coming back. I don't know what his real name is.
Andy. Oh, that's Oscar.
Oh, it's Oscar. That's better than a name that I came up with. It was Trevor. But he came back well in that 3rd game. Everyone thought that Carl was going to take it away, and I think he got a little bit too excited there. And we saw a bit of a game change with Trevor or Oscar. That instead of lobbing for the first serve, went a lot more direct, and that made a big difference towards the second half of that game. So I'm excited to see what happens in the 4th game here. Carl has the energy to keep going with it. Obviously, as you can see there, Trevor is struggling a little bit, but comes up with some great shots from time to time, and obviously got himself back into this match. Yeah.
It's not as fit.
Yeah. So here in the 4th game, you feel like Carl still has a bit in the tank and really should have taken this out in 3-1 would have thought. But credit to the opposition here. Oh, we're running deep here. Oh, we haven't seen many doubles off the wall. Off the back wall particularly. I think only 1 or 2 in this match. But using the glass, it can be a nice tricky shot I find at times. We're back to the lob serve, so I'm not sure how that one's going to play out, because generally speaking, Carl can get the upper hand, and as we've seen there, got the point. I feel like at this point now that Trevor's starting to gas up, Carl will definitely try and put the ball shorter in the court and use his body to actually block the line of play. So
Absolute stuff, Oscar.
Or for video purposes, I came up with the name Trevor because I had no idea what his name was. I started doing this. So
He needs a Red Bull.
yeah. Oh, but fantastic shot there. And ladies and gentlemen, the 4th game got wrapped up relatively quickly there. And we see Carl Hansen winning against Trevor, or as we know now, Oscar, 3 games to 1 here at the Daisy Hill Squash Club. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.